Hello. Welcome to another episode. This is episode number 10. Can you imagine episode number 10 in the Momentum series? Coach Phill here, your number one personal and business high performance coach. And today I want to talk about one of those things that you will have to deal with along your journey of ensuring that you have a great year, ensuring that 2017 is that year where you say, you know what? I put up my hand, I stepped up, and I did whatever it took to make it an epic year. So today I want to talk to you about something to do with dealing with disappointment, I'm coming to you with this message with a lot of love and respect and a lot of feeling, because some of the things I might say might not necessarily be easy for some people to digest, but it's a fact, okay? We are going to find disappointment. We are going to be disappointed. We're going to find situations where things are not going as they should. We're going to find that people will not deliver as they promised they were going to deliver. We're going to be disappointed. It is part of the journey. It is part of life, okay? And it is one of those feelings where sometimes you're like, damn, what's wrong with the world? What's wrong with people, And as long as you're on a journey that is remarkable and is a hero's journey and is going to take you to the next level, disappointment is going to be part of it. So how about we discuss how to deal with the disappointment, how to make sure, you go through it, And like I said, with a lot of love and respect, disappointment is not the end of it. So do not use it as an excuse to stop. Do not use it as an excuse to say, you know what, I cannot go because I'm disappointed by this one or the other one. Hey, it's part of it. Just be aware of that and let's move. So number one, in terms of principles of finding a way to deal with disappointment is have perspective, okay? Have perspective of the situation. Take time to say, okay, what is really going on here? Put things in perspective and know, okay, it is a disappointment. Nobody died here. It is not the end of the world, okay? Find a way to look at it and say, okay, it is a disappointment. It has happened. It is part of the journey. Nobody kicks a dead dog. When a dead dog is there, nobody kicks it, okay? So you are disappointed because you are attempting to move, because you're attempting to do things. So have perspective and say, it is not the end of the world. It's not, the do or don't kind of situation. Do look at it from a perspective of, okay, it has happened. It is part of the journey. Then what do I do about it? Okay? Sometimes people take it out of context, out of perspective, and say, oh my God, people are bad and all that stuff. No, come on, cut that rubbish, okay? It is a disappointment. Look at it as it is and say, okay, what do I do next? Okay? That is the way to be able to handle these situations, and knowing that it is going to happen. It is going to be part of the job. And sooner or later, as you go through the year and you begin to achieve, you begin to do the things that you ought to do, sooner or later, they're going to be less and less and less disappointment. But it's part of life. So number one, have perspective. Number two, understand that what doesn't kill you makes you a stronger person. End of story. Okay? There's other people who use disappointment as an excuse. They're going to talk about it for a week. They're going to curse everybody else. They're going to think how bad the world is and all this stuff. The truth is, if it doesn't kill you, it's going to make you a stronger person. Okay? If it is a disappointment, nobody died, just know, you know what? Okay, I'm going to be stronger out of this. I'm going to learn. I'm going to know exactly that, hey, next time I don't have to do this way. I don't have to work this way. I have had a lot of disappointments in my life, and I had, times where I could have given up. Times where I thought, you know what, what's the deal? My first seminar had 3 people. I tell the story in public speaking training. I had 3 people in my first seminar. I thought I was a hot shot. Keyword, thought, hot shot, okay? I went to put up a seminar and 3 people turned up. Actually, they were there not because they wanted to be there. They were there because we pulled them off the street. Why? We had paid for a hall and we had good food and good music. So they thought, why not? Okay, I was totally disappointed. I actually got to a stage where, I could have decided to go back to work for somebody else or to go back and stick with it, okay? I am glad that I was able to go and stick with it, because now I can be able to share the message with you, okay? So just know that, hey, if it doesn't kill you, it's going to make you a better person. Number 3, it is important that you keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Now, easier said than done. And remember, I said from the beginning that, hey, I want to have, I'm going to say this with a lot of love and respect, that don't use it as an excuse to stop, okay? Every time you're disappointed, that is an opportunity to dig deep, to dig deeper than you've ever dug deep in your soul and say, you know what, I got to keep pushing, Why? Because this disappointment could not have happened if I wasn't moving. This disappointment couldn't have happened if I wasn't going to something. So guess what? I'm going to brush myself off. Tomorrow is another day. I have got to keep moving. You get back, you journal about it, and you say, you know what? I'm going to get up and keep moving. Remember, momentum is about what? Keeping moving, making sure that you're going after your goals consistently. Okay? So, yes, keep moving, dig deep, keep moving, keep doing what you gotta do. Wake up tomorrow with more enthusiasm like nothing ever happened and just keep going. Okay? Like Les Brown says, you gotta be hungry. You know, when you're hungry, you just keep moving. A hunting dog doesn't have time to stop and scratch. It just has to keep going. Otherwise, the meat is gonna get away. So do what you have to do. Get up, keep going. Next point, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 is allow your ability to know that it is what it is. Be in the present. You know, if it is what it is, what else do you have to do about it? Nothing. It is what it is. Be present in the moment. Understand, okay, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay? Take it in, understand, know, okay, it is what it is. Be present, be congruent, know, okay, I've gotten it. I know what it is. I have written down about it. I have gotten the lesson. I'm off. End of story. It is what it is. Don't even, don't even bother to think about, oh, this. No, it is what it is. It is a disappointment. Don't take it into the future. Leave it wherever it is and keep moving. Don't use it as an ability to be able to paint the future with that disappointment. No, it is what it is. And let's move. Okay, forget about it. Let's go. That is what life is about. That is what we talk about in momentum. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Okay. Next point is change focus. Okay. Sometimes we're so focused on the wrong thing. Guess what? We keep getting the wrong thing. You know, what you focus on is where your energy goes. Where your energy goes, you get more results. If you're focusing on the wrong thing, you focus on the disappointment, you're going to see more of the disappointment. You're going to attract more of that crap. You're going to be, disappointed. Why? You're focusing on the wrong thing, okay? Change focus. Get up the next day and say, you know what? Today's a new day. I'm going to just get up and do something different. Change focus and work on something else. Change focus, get up and just go and do something else, okay? Change focus. Get away from whatever it was and say, you know what? I'm changing focus here. I'm going to focus on this part of what is working and I'm going to keep moving. Why? If you don't keep moving, then you begin to feed that villain inside yourself of self-doubt. Why? Because you're a little bit disappointed. So change focus and say, you know what? Oh, I'm going to focus on what works and I'm going to keep moving. Okay? Next point. This is a great one. I like this one because it has helped me to move at a higher speed than ever before. It's get excited about the lesson. Learning is the best thing you can do from this. The people who have made things happen in this world, they have learned from their lesson. Nothing teaches as good as the experience of disappointment. Why? You will learn how not to do it. The biggest challenge is we get disappointed and we never learn from it. We get disappointed and we just do the same freaking thing, expecting a different result. I'm not even going to say what that means, who said that, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. So get excited about the fact that you're going to learn. I've been disappointed several times and I'm like, damn, the first 3-5 minutes I allow myself to go into it and beat myself up. But then after that, I'm like, what's the lesson here? And the moment I get the lesson, I learn it, end of story. I get excited about doing something different because I know this will never happen again. Never, ever again, okay? When my first seminar was only 3 people, I beat myself up all the way, driving all the way home, about 1.5 hours drive. I was like, shit, how could this happen? Maybe I'm in the wrong business. Maybe, why did I leave London? Why did And then I got somewhere, I said, okay, what's the lesson? Number 1, don't trust people who just talk without having a history of doing things. Number 2, do not delegate things that you need to do yourself. Number 3, do not assume that because you have been told you're Ocho, then everybody's going to come. No. I got those lessons and they've gone on to help me to make sure that my consequent seminars have had people there to be able to train. So, hey, think about it. Get excited about it. Learn the lessons and make sure it never ever happens again. And then finally, this is important. Again, with love and respect, I want to say, I want you to remember who is in charge emotionally. Who is in charge of your life? Who decides how you're going to feel? This is about you taking back your power. This is what we do in Momentum Live to help you to take back your power, to say, you know what? I'm in charge of my life. Yes, this little thing can make me feel a little, off beat for a little while, but I take back my control and say, you know what? I'm in charge. I'm going to learn from this. This is called feedback. This means I'm moving. This means I'm getting somewhere. Okay? People who are not moving don't get disappointments. Why? They're not moving. So there's nothing that's going to disappoint them. At least you're moving. At least you're doing something. So remember who is in charge. And the moment you realize you are in charge, you're the person who's making things happen, boom, then you take control. So there you go, my friends. 6 points of how to deal with disappointment. So whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, going forward, remember that, hey, a disappointment makes you a better person. You learn from it and you do whatever you have to do. And until next time, live strong, live with passion, and remember, it's about having the audacity to live life on your terms. Thank you.